As NIL continues to reshape sports, the new proposal raises questions about pressure, power, and mental health. Grady News Source reporter Hunter Jones tells us more.
I don't want to say everybody, but most of them probably don't see the depth of, what actually happens after you sign or the commitments that you have to give.
At 18, most student athletes are worrying about earning minutes, passing classes, and figuring out where they fit in on campus. Now, imagine adding endorsement deals, performance clauses, and legal fine print. With NIL, it can open doors, but also raise expectations.
We're always going to be worried about young people's mental health. And the reality is, with more money means more expectations. And with more expectations means the possibility to fall short on those expectations. And you can imagine there being mental health implications associated with that.
And even though NIL isn't supposed to be pay for play, performance still drives attention, and attention drives income.
If you play better, you get more eyeballs on you, and therefore more people pay attention to you, presumably more social media followers, and therefore a chance to command larger deals. So I think it all goes hand in hand.
That constant visibility can blur the line between athlete and entrepreneur.
I feel like that put more pressure on me before matches. It's common in a student athlete when there's just always so much going on that it's hard to not think about everything at once.
As Georgia lawmakers consider a proposal that would let high school athletes walk away from long-term NIL agreements after graduation, the goal is simple: give them a clean slate before college.
Their leverage is going to be different than when they're older and a professional athlete. So the desire to shorten these contracts makes sense because you're sort of trying to prevent them from getting into a deal that could be exploitative and that is impossible to exit.
That opportunity to reset is vital because when income begins to track performance, the pressure shifts. For many athletes, the game starts to feel bigger than the scoreboard.
My entire identity was tied to my performances. For a long time, I had a very, very high sense of where, I could not lose.
There are still mental health pitfalls that exist for athletes, especially when there's more money on the line. Because these are still young people. They're still going through, the inevitable maturation process, which sometimes has high points and low points. And you don't want to lose sight of that.
I think it's important to be mindful about, those 18 and 19-year-olds when they are signing contracts to really get advice from more experienced and older people.
For Grady News Source, I'm Hunter Jones.